So it is irresponsible to not come up with a plan. And there have been bipartisan agreements. But this administration is not going to sign any of them. Because we have a president of the United States who has created a fiction about a crisis at the border, and he has held up the United States government and its workers around his vanity project called a wall. And it's a distraction from the real issues. And it's a distraction from the real issues.
Up with education, down with deportation. 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 Up with education, down with deportation.
Hey, welcome back. It's your man Wise, and today we've got to talk about Bill Maher absolutely going off on Kamala Harris over her failed policies. I know it's a bit surprising, but even Bill has to call it how he sees it sometimes. We'll explore how poorly she's performed, especially regarding the border and immigration. Speaking of immigration, a new New York Times Siena College poll reveals that 54% of likely voters trust Trump more than Kamala, who's at 43% currently. Trump is also holding a slight lead in Arizona, a state with a large Hispanic population, despite Kamala's attempts to regain support from Hispanic voters since stepping in for Biden. She's still trailing behind traditional Democratic levels. And without further ado, let's go.
30-plus point advantage for Joe Biden in the exit polls among Latino voters from 4 years ago. Hillary Clinton won Latino voters by 40 points. And of course, she still lost the presidency. So there's some real ground to make up across demographics, but particularly with Latino voters. Kamala Harris has some issues that she's got to attend to.
That's not a good sign. And now she's planning to visit the Arizona border soon. It's going to be pretty interesting considering her stellar record as border czar. But before we break down Kamala's colossal failures, let's take a quick moment to talk about something else that's important, and that's securing your financial future. With the cost of living skyrocketing and our dollar losing value to continuous government spending, it's natural to wonder about the safety of our investments. In times like these, protecting your hard-earned money is crucial. That's why I recommend contacting my trusted partners at Lear Capital. They specialize in helping you safeguard your wealth by converting depreciating dollars into stable assets like silver and gold. Discover how easy it is. Call Lear today at 800-489-6450 or visit learrp.com to receive your free gold and silver investor kit. With over 27 years of experience and $3 billion in trusted transactions, they offer 24-hour risk-free guarantee, a testament to their commitment to customer satisfaction. Call 800-489-6450 or go to learrp.com right now. Take control of your financial security today with Lear Capital. All right, now, back to Kamala's epic failures. You'd think as a person tasked with solving the border issue, she'd, actually do something about it. But no, it's just open borders and chaos right now. And now even Bill Maher, yes, Bill Maher is out here tearing her apart, saying she's straight up bad at politics. I mean, when Bill Maher is calling you out, that's when you know things are going south.
And as a former prosecutor, Kamala was putting criminals in jail back before liberals decided that was a bad thing. That CVS is locking the shaving cream behind plexiglass, Democrats are coming around to her again. Harris would be the first woman president, first black woman president, and first Asian president. But I don't vote for who will be the first. I vote for who will win. And for whatever reason, Harris has never been popular. You can count the number of delegates she won in the 2020 primaries on one hand, as long as that hand has no fingers. In 3 years as vice president, she's been quieter than an electric car. And like an electric car, your MAGA uncle can't explain why she fills him with homicidal rage. She just does. Sometimes life isn't fair. It's not fair that she's not popular. She's intelligent and accomplished, and in fact was put in charge of the border. And look at how... Okay, bad example.
Are the wheels starting to come off? Let's be honest. I doubt he'll actually vote for Trump, but I can appreciate an honest opinion, even if it's unpopular in his own party. The reality is Kamala Harris is failing as a politician, and voters are waking up to that. No matter how much the media tries to prop her up, support is dwindling, which is why Trump is gaining traction in key states like Arizona, Michigan, and Georgia. Now, about her so-called popularity. Much of it feels manufactured. The media creates an illusion of widespread support through synchronized talking points and excessive coverage that doesn't reflect what people really think. When you look at the numbers and talk to everyday folks, it's clear she's not as well liked as portrayed, and her inauthenticity is also a huge problem. She shifts her views to fit the moment while claiming her values haven't changed. We just want someone that's going to keep it real with us. And that's a lot of the reason why Trump is resonating with younger people, because Trump is Trump 24/7, 365. What you see is what you get with him. And a lot of folks appreciate that.
Generally speaking, how should voters look at some of the changes that you've made, that you've explained some of here in your policy? Is it because you have more experience now and you've learned more about the information? Is it because you were running for president in a Democratic primary? And should they feel comfortable and confident that what you're saying now is going to be your policy moving forward?
Dana, I think the most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed.
Believe them when they tell you, guys. Whether it's banning fracking, defunding the police, limiting the Second Amendment, expanding the Supreme Court, giving voting rights to non-citizens, believe them. I'm a firm believer that if you let someone talk long enough, they'll show you exactly who they are. And Kamala, again, like she said, her values haven't changed. Again, if you let a person talk long enough, they'll show you who they are. And speaking of flip-flopping, let's talk about CNN's Dana Bash. She didn't push Kamala on this whole values haven't changed thing. And now she's out here defending her, saying it's unfair for voters to demand more policy details from Kamala, while claiming that Trump hasn't articulated his plans either. Seriously? We got 4 years, 4 strong years of the Trump plan. What is this lady talking about?
Okay, so unveil it. So let's put all of these polls in context as to what has happened in the last week or two. Obviously, was the debate a couple of weeks ago now, where Kamala Harris, by all accounts, did, clean Donald Trump's clock. And then if you look at some of the ancillary headlines that we have seen from Donald Trump and what he is putting out there, it's not exactly, policy focused, like at all. In fact, you could argue that they're not positive for him in the least if you are thinking about a traditional persuadable voter campaign, trying to get people who aren't sure to come to his side. I mean, everything from falsely accusing, we know what happened with cats and dogs in Ohio, to Laura Loomer, to saying he hates Taylor Swift, and it goes on and on and on. And yet, David Chalian, you hear time and time again the question from focus groups, from undecided voters, but what about her policies? Mm-hmm. What is that about? Because he was president, but he hasn't really super articulated his economic policies for a second term, besides tax cuts.
He was asked this weekend about what his plan is to bring down costs, and it was sort of lacking any kind of specificity and turning this around. I think what it is she's newer to the scene for voters. I mean, it's just she's a newer character playing on the main stage in American politics for voters, and so they are wanting to learn more about her. I don't even know that they necessarily are demanding specific policy proposals. But you said, yes, he's been president. I mean, I think that is part of it, though. He was president. Americans observed him as president for 4 years. I think they have fewer questions in their mind about what does a Trump presidency look like. And so that is why I think there are questions still for, as you decide, undecided, persuadable voters who are still yearning for a bit more on her.
These people are ridiculous, man. They really are. Really? She's new to the scene? Really? Come on, man. Kamala Harris has been the vice president for over 3.5 years now, and she has accomplished absolutely nothing during that time frame. I take that back. She was able to acquire $27 billion for a small business, or from the Small Business Association for, Indian and, Asian Americans. She was able to acquire that for them. So I guess we can't say she didn't, do anything, but Trump has laid out his plans in detail at every rally. I've watched several of them, recently. I'm sure you guys have watched a few of them as well. They're all online. Every last rally is streamed out there. And he's been clear about what he intends to do. The leftist media just ignores his specifics because it doesn't fit their narrative. Is it fair to ask for a vote without details? That's exactly what the media does, telling people to vote for her without caring about her policies. Only those who choose party over substance would fall for that foolishness. And to be honest with you, the left is banking. They are hoping that people remain low IQ voters and don't take the time to do any research and just vote for her. That's what they hope, because the people that start to do the research, there's no way that you're going to vote for this lady. There's just no way. And I honestly believe that her popularity is a manufactured facade. But will it translate into voter turnout? I don't know, but I guess we'll see. It's clear Kamala is in trouble, though, both politically and in terms of her authenticity. From immigration to the economy, her failures are hard to overlook. But now I want to hear from you guys. Is Kamala's popularity as fake as it seems? Is it? Are people seeing through the media spin? I hope they are. I know a lot of the folks that watch the channel, I know you guys have seen through it. Y'all know that the media is caping for her big time. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment, consider joining the ARP family. It supports me, the team, the channel. It helps us out big time over here. God bless each person that has joined the ARP family, and keep God first in your life. Stay prayed up, and we'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.